G'day, Graham here. Well, the financial crisis. Is it an accident or was it designed? Guess what? A lot of people, including myself, believe that this financial crisis was designed. Now, okay, you say, how? How can this be designed? Let me tell you. Now, if you want the markets to fall, the financial markets, especially the banks, and then a flow-on effect, what you need is some way for the banks to create loans where people are unable to pay it. Thus, the banks lose an awful lot of money, so much money they can't withstand it, so they go bankrupt or seek help. Then it shatters the financial system and the ripple effect is vast, like what we see right now. Now, okay, you say, but you watch the news and the news says they don't know what's going to happen. It's all like magic. But it was designed. Now, let me tell you how. Now, what you do is, first, in the early 2000s, you allow lots of money to be available to the market, so banks can give out loans to almost anyone for subprime loans, low doc loans, or no doc loans. Now these are loans made out to people for houses like mortgages, to people who normally can't afford a loan because of bad debts, low income. Normally they wouldn't get these loans, but because someone made a decision to give out subprime, low doc and no doc loans, they were given loans. Now, the people who were given these loans probably didn't even have a proper budget, and any small thing that alters their wage or living circumstances, they default on their loan, so they can't keep up the loan repayments. So 30 days after they can't pay their loan, the bank goes about foreclosing, and might take a few months. 90 days later it's foreclosed, and so it's sold on them. Well, the bank tries to sell it. So let's say that a no doc loan, or subprime, or low doc, got a loan of, say, $1 million, which is possible. They got a loan of $1 million. They defaulted. Now, how is the bank going to recuperate $1 million? Only by selling the house. That's if they can find a buyer. So this has happened to hundreds of thousands of Americans. So the money we're speaking of is vast, huge amounts of money that no bank can really cope with. So the bank either goes bankrupt or has to be bailed out by other institutions or the government. But the ripple effect on other financial systems is vast. People are scared. So what happens is there was large amounts of money available. People made these loans. Now that people are foreclosing and they can't afford their loans, they're being forced to sell their places. The credit now that used to be available in early 2000 starts to be withdrawn. So here we have a situation where banks can't refinance, so they're forced to go bankrupt. It puts ripple effects all through the financial systems. Now, why would someone do this? I wonder why. Let's see. Now, what would happen if America went into a very large recession, or, in effect, a depression. It would certainly lower the American dollar. It would even put Americans under great threat of something. I'm not quite sure yet. Anyway, my friends, think about that. That when you watch the TV about this crisis, you watch the news, they give you the impression that they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's the next large institution to fall over. But in fact, they really do, because it was planned. For what reason? I do not know. Well, not yet anyway. It was planned, it was orchestrated about 7 or 8 years ago. Now, if the American dollar goes down, if they have a depression, America becomes vulnerable, very, very vulnerable within the world. I'm not quite sure what will happen then. Now, if the American dollar goes down, then if oil prices go up, they have a hard time buying oil, especially if oil is traded in euros and not American dollars. It would certainly collapse the American economy. For what purpose? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I do know one thing, that this was designed. We will have to wait a while to find out the true outcome of this. But for sure, there'll be some sort of government regulation or martial law type thing to come out of this. You watch. There'll be some sort of draconian law to come out of this. Anyway, take care, my friends. Stay safe. Bye for now.